really sure what you do in there, but we are live.
Science.
Yeah. This is good. You go through the drive-thru. Yeah, I'll have a latte. Hey everybody, Eric Heidrich here.
And Kate Heidrich.
With the Heidrich Real Estate team at Keller Williams Realty. In video, we're going to talk about real estate investing and what you can do to get started right now.
So in this video, we're going to talk about simple ways that you can invest or start investing in real estate.
We've got 5. So we're going to talk about all...
I'm sorry. That's not working for me.
We're going to talk about all 5 of them right now. And number 1 is probably the most common or thought about with the whole HGTV thing going now.
Chip and join a game!
Yeah.
I'm gonna preach to you, child.
Hold on a second, I gotta take this phone call. Mom.
Is the flips. Flipping, that's number 1. That's probably what most people think of when they think of investing in real estate. What does that mean? That means basically finding a distressed property, something that's kind of run down, taking it, investing some money into it, flipping it, just meaning that you're turning it now into a freshened up house.
Yay! I'm a happy house now.
Let's talk about some of the pros and the cons about flipping real quick. So pros, you can make a significant amount of money in a fairly short period of time. Usually you find the home and you put some money into it, and then you can put it back on the market and sell it and try to get all your money plus some back out within a few months. Another pro would be proficiency. So once you start doing 1, 2, 3, I think doing that first one is going to be the most difficult.
Yeah.
And you'll certainly come up with challenges along the way with even your 3rd or 4th or whatever. But proficiency is going to create excellence. So you do one and you're just going to start getting better along the way.
This one actually requires the most amount of cash. And I mean, there's ways of doing it. You could actually buy your primary residence and make it a flip home. And then another con, it could be a very daunting experience, especially if you're talking about like a full kitchen remodel. Oh my gosh, you can really get into some hot water in the kitchen if you're replacing the plumbing and you don't know what you're doing. Let's talk about the long-term rentals. So a lot of people have made a lot of money in long-term rentals. So basically what it is, you buy rental property and, well, a house, and then you rent it out to someone for the long term. So the reason why this is beneficial, everybody needs a place to live, right? And when you're renting, you're usually renting from somebody else who owns the property. So essentially, we've talked about this before, you're paying someone else's mortgage. And if you are one of those lucky landlords that you have somebody else paying your mortgage for you,
Dollar bills, yo.
Another benefit to long-term rentals is that house is appreciating over time.
I appreciate you.
Whereas when you flip it and you sell it right away, you only have 6 months or so. That's usually a time frame you're trying to get rid of it. Is it doesn't really appreciate that much within 6 months. But if you've got a long-term rental and you held on to it for years, you're gaining appreciation over those years.
So some of the cons of being a landlord, I mean, the headaches of dealing with tenants. Some tenants are from places that we don't speak about that are from below.
Hi, Pearl. You don't have to raise your voice.
So you could be dealing with those, but a good way to alleviate some of that too, hire a property manager. I mean, just like realtors, they will save your tush more than...
When you hire a property manager, they're going to be helping you find the right tenants, helping you screen them, and you'll hopefully find somebody that's the right fit for the property, and they're not going to destroy it when they're in there. That leads us into another potential problem or hurdle with long-term rentals is unforeseen fixes or damages from those tenants. So if you're not on top of it, watching, like going there every year or having a manager go there and check it out, you might show up 3 years later and it's completely destroyed.
Toga, 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 toga.
The third way to invest in real estate is what we call house hacking. What that means is this. You have your house that you're currently living in, it's your owner occupied, and you rent it out as well. So maybe you've got a basement that could have extra space and let your buddy live in it.
Do you trust me, son?
Yes.
Come on, son. Rule number 1, never trust anybody.
And charge them rent. Or maybe it's just a extra bedroom upstairs. So you are gaining rental income while you live in your house. Boom.
You're welcome.
The best part, in my opinion, about this house hacking is you can start right now. You don't need any money. If you live in a house that you own, you can start renting out a bedroom. Now, obviously there are some drawbacks.
How about that awkward roommate that watches you while you're frying eggs in the morning?
What are you doing there? Frying some eggs?
Yeah, dude, get out of here.
Well, what kind of eggs are they? Are they duck eggs?
My roommate's always breathing over my shoulder.
You can get into a home for pretty cheap and then start renting it out and making some passive income right away. And remember, every little bit counts.
Cheers.
Anyway, so the next part on how to be a million. Okay, the next one, which is one of my personal favorites, is vacation rentals. We live at a destination place here in South Dakota. Thank you, Mount Rushmore. Everything beautiful about the Black Hills. So we have a lot of people that come and want to visit here, especially during the summertime. So what a lot of people do, and especially during Sturgis, is rent out their home to people who are vacationing here.
Same with the house hacking. You can do that right now. So if you go on vacation for Christmas, or you always have a certain time that you leave, maybe it's New Year's, maybe it's Thanksgiving, and you go to a different location, rent your house out. You can make some money that way. It's really cool. You take time off of work.
And you make some money.
One of the easy ways in order to rent out your house for vacation rental is they already have platforms to do it.
Schrute Farms, guten Tag.
Airbnb.
It is not a B&B.
Vacation rental by owner, also known as Verbo. And there are other many platforms out there that have done it a million times before you. They'll give you like the leases or whatever, and a lot of times they have insurance as well, and they handle all of the booking through there.
So some cons or drawbacks to the whole Airbnb and Verbo, you might have a lot of competition. So pricing your home for rental, you're gonna wanna look around and see what everyone else is doing.
It's true.
And try to compete. Another con is keeping your house clean. So let's say you're going on vacation for Christmas and you wanna rent your house out. You make some great money that way, but you also have to keep it really clean, because what happens is if you don't, a 2-star review or a 1-star review can really drop your listing pretty fast.
But I feel like that'd be kind of fun though. Like it's like you're hosting your own like bed and breakfast.
And the last way that we're going to talk about investing in real estate is called house stacking. Nice. I see. Woo! A little bit different than house hacking. So let's say this is the new house and I live here.
Okay.
I live in a coffee-shaped house. I'm weird.
This is Eric.
So I live here and I want to purchase this house. A lot of times people will sell this house and buy this one. Now, this obviously requires a little bit of a down payment to do this, but the idea here is you keep this house and you buy this one, and now you're renting that house out for income. So we see this a lot actually with military. With the VA loan, you can do 0% down to buy this home.
Say what?
Learn how to speak.
Whoop, whoop. And then you keep this one and rent it out for $1,400 a month, and that helps pay both mortgages. Sweet.
House hack to house stack. Science.
So we went through a few ways to start investing in real estate, whether you're brand new at it and it's kind of a daunting experience, or you've already had some experience. If you are enjoying these videos and liking them, it helps if you hit the like button and if you share it. If this is really helpful to you, it might be helpful to somebody else, and we want to help you guys as much as possible. So if you ever have questions about this sort of stuff, please reach out to us, because we're here to help.
605-787-1164. And remember, for the investment of
I didn't
your
even
dream.
say it right.
Thanks for watching, guys. And remember, for the investment of your dream, call the Heidrich team. Howdy.
Oh, it didn't get any of that. What?
Boom, 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 boom.
What?
It got off.
I'm sorry. I was gonna stack our coffee.
What is your problem? I'm not even gonna drink my coffee.